Hi everyone and welcome to Quad Cities Live, a special half hour, maybe a little less than that edition, as we've been covering severe storms throughout the TV6 viewing area. Great job to our weather team. We're beginning with the owner of the LeClaire Boutique, Emily Found It, because she is about to celebrate a milestone birthday. In honor of that, she is holding a milestone sale for all of us. Emily Gwynn is joining us now with the details on that. Emily, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me during severe weather coverage today.
That was something.
We just hung out over here in this colorful
There was a lot of tension.
It was good. Okay, so first of all, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
This is
my last year of my 30s. So
same here.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I'm really excited. It feels weird because I'm still 22.
Right. 22 at heart. Well,
sure.
You're almost 40, and so that's kind of the theme for this sale that's going to be happening this weekend.
Yep.
So kind of tell us about that. Everything will be almost, or lots of things will be almost 40%
almost
off.
40.
Yes, I love it.
And I'm trying not to correct people when they're like, happy 40th. I'm like, almost.
Almost, yeah.
So everything in the store will be 39% off. So that's home decor, that's clothing, literally anything and everything. I don't do a lot of sales. I love to do just a couple big ones out of the year. And then, it's exciting.
You kind of, you celebrate your birthday that way. So you brought some items with you here today that are fabulous. Kind of explain the way you curate the items in your store for people, because you have some really beautiful finds, and I honestly don't know how you find some of it.
So I love to keep it really seasonal, and I get a little ADD too, so if I look at something for too long, I have to change it up.
Okay.
So the store is always changing daily. So as soon as something sells, I'm bringing something new in. But I just love to have the store full of things that just make me happy, and hoping that it makes, the customers and my guests happy too.
You can pass it along.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
So describe the shoes that we have on camera right now. These are awesome.
Amazing. So these are 1960s Spanish leather. They were like barely worn. They're just incredible. So some of these pieces, actually like these, are about 3 sizes too small for me. And I actually use these as decor in my house. I had them on a bookshelf because they're so gorgeous.
They're that gorgeous.
They're so fun.
Yeah, very cool.
Very mod.
You've got this great, speaking of mod, you kind of have like this great jacket with you here today. Also perfect for, can I put it on?
Yeah, please put it on.
Also perfect for spring and like Easter and all that.
And the store is packed with spring and Easter. It's so good.
She has to have it. It's a perfect fit, guys.
I know.
I have to have it.
The lucite buttons. But so the store is full of like candy colors and pastels, anything and everything for Easter, for spring. It feels like a breath of fresh air, especially after all this winter.
There it is, and you've got this beautiful bag with you as well. This is very cool.
I'm kind of going mod today. So this is a 1960s, made in Hong Kong. So it is a denim bag, but this print is really, really rare. And it's got a bunch of ladies' faces on it with their big bouffant hairstyles of the 60s.
I love this.
So a lot of these are like my favorite. So I'm really excited to see them go, and
see who they go with.
Yeah.
Because they're like your little babies almost.
Some days are harder than others. This weekend might be a little sad.
Might be a little tough.
Yeah,
okay, well,
for sure.
and reminding everybody as well that you have like really cool home decor. And Emily's just fun to talk to because you can kind of find out where she finds all of these things, and she does a wonderful job finding real gems when it comes to clothing and home decor.
Thank you. Yeah.
And this is both days this weekend. So here's the info. The Almost 40 sale at Emily Found It is this Saturday from 11 to 5 and Sunday from noon to 4. Emily Found It is actually in a pretty new location. It's at 101 South Cody Road in LeClaire. And Emily, thank you so much for being here, sticking with us throughout the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And once again, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, still to come on QCL, a summer camp offering outdoor activities like hiking and paddling, along with time for Bible study and worship. Learn more about Camp Bear Creek next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
There is a special place in Wyoming, Iowa, tucked within the trees and surrounded by farmland, where kids can enjoy their summer by taking part in daily activities like archery, swimming, hiking, and much more.
Yeah, that special place is Camp Bear Creek, and the time to sign up is right now. Kevin Cullum is the executive director of Camp Bear Creek, and he joins us now with everything we need to know about camp coming up this summer.
Yeah,
Kevin,
welcome.
welcome.
Great. Thank you very much for having me, Kyle and Morgan. Appreciate it. It's great to be here.
So describe a little bit more about the camp and the surroundings.
Sure. It's a Christian summer camp. It's an overnight camp that goes from the middle of June to the end of July.
Okay.
It's for kids that are in kindergarten all the way through their senior year of high school.
Okay.
We have a full week of opportunities as well as a partial week. So if a kid is a little hesitant to go for the entire time, there are chances that they can go.
Yeah, well, very cool. So we kind of touched a little bit on the activities that you can do at camp. You brought some items with you.
Yep.
So this is for the archery. And when you were doing weather, Kevin and I were in here
You practicing?
practicing our archery skills. So this is just like one of the many things that people can do. Okay, you're going to show me how to do this.
Yeah, no, it's just we have two. One is for the elementary age kids, and then the other one's for.
I'm holding it backwards.
It's okay. You've got they got a
me to
little
stop.
notch there, and then you're just pulling it back and making it
Oh,
pop. So
I see.
gets it a little bit, but I mean these are compound bows. Makes it really simple and easy for kids to use. And when you
That
get
is fun.
and you know, we have a variety of targets like you normally do, but we've actually bought some dinosaur ones lately just to add a little bit of
Dinosaur archery.
fun, just to make it neat for kids, that,
Yeah.
especially 3rd, 4th graders.
Yeah.
Sure. So obviously plenty of activities. We've got photos of some of those activities. Is that a water slide? That's
Yes.
cool. Little pedaling go-karts there. So walk us through a typical day of camp. What time does it start?
Well, typically breakfast is at 8 in the morning, and then they're doing activities pretty much throughout the entire day. They do take a rest time right after lunch, but I mean, you're doing things like slingshots. They're really moving. The thing that you saw a second ago was we have a mudslide, so they'll go and they'll get
that's what it
outside.
is.
And
Oh, there we
you know,
go. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
And
that looks fun.
the beauty of it is, I mean, this is a time where they're praised for doing something where they're going to get their clothes muddy, and I would just say to parents, make sure that you're okay with throwing away those clothes at the end of
Sure,
it, because
yeah.
that really, and right there you kind of saw
Shoot
some
off a
rockets.
rocket. Yeah.
So really good chance for kids to learn a little bit about science, and obviously we have our daily campfire, and that was our worship in the pool.
You guys
and
have
some-
everything
Yeah.
going on at this camp. Like, this looks so, there's like nostalgia.
Yes.
It's just like dripping with it. It looks
Being
so,
a kid
did
again.
you see the mudslide again?
Yes.
That is awesome. Okay, so talk a little bit too about, bringing parents into this, because when you talk about like a sleepaway camp or overnight camp, they get concerned, where they're going to be staying, or if they have food restrictions, things like that. Like, how are you guys able to communicate with families?
No, a lot of it we want to make sure that people are aware of on our website. These are the
Okay.
things that we do. But we recognize that every child is different, and some are raring to go right from the time that they're in kindergarten, and others are very hesitant.
Yeah.
But for parents, they want to know that they're going to be in a comfortable surrounding. We've got air conditioning in our cabins for those hot times to make sure that they can sleep at
perfect.
night. And in terms, we want to make sure that we have kid-friendly food, and that we're able to meet any sort of dietary restrictions, because there are things that parents are concerned about, and we want to make sure that we provide them and they don't have to worry about that. So,
And real quick, where can parents register their kids?
they can register on our website at bearcreek.camp.
Okay.
And typically what we say is register by May 1st, because for parents today, the summer fills up so quickly.
Sure.
We want to make sure that they get to go to the camp of their choice and the week that they want to go.
All right,
Okay.
Camp Bear Creek, sign up now. We got the information there on your screen. We'll have it on our website as well. Kevin, thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Good summer.
Yes.
Still to come on Quad Cities Live, we're getting details on another camp called Camp Hope. It's a summer camp opportunity for kids impacted by cancer.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
All right, we're talking all about camp and
Yeah.
summer camp. It can create a really special bond among kids, but there's an opportunity coming up in June that will allow campers impacted by cancer to experience all the fun with a little extra support.
Yeah, joining us with details on Camp Hope is Nora Boslett. She's with Cancer Support Community Iowa Northwest Illinois at Gilda's Club. Nora, thank you for joining us today. Obviously, a very important camp for kids and really families in our community. So people may recognize this camp, or how we're going to describe it as Camp Camp Genesis.
Yes. Yeah, last year we were Camp Genesis, and this year we've changed to Camp Hope with the merger of Mercy One and Genesis Hospital System.
Wonderful. Well, you know, ultimately the mission really remains the same. So tell people a little bit about, you know, who's going to this camp and why this is something that you feel like is really needed for kids in our area.
Camp Hope is a partnership between our organization and Camp Shalom. So kids impacted by cancer going into grades 4 through 9 can attend a week-long summer camp for free. They get to go and do all the fun summer camp activities at Camp Shalom with other campers, like their high ropes course. They get to go to the Makokada Caves. They get to go swimming. But then we also come in and do supportive programming for the kids. So they get to do yoga, a creative session, and the highlight is coming to the Mercy One Genesis Cancer Center in Davenport, where they do a tour of the whole cancer center and really get to learn more about what cancer treatment looks like. And it really kind of debunks some myths around it and dispels any anxiety they might have around cancer treatment.
Yeah, I wanted to ask specifically about that. It has to be a really special experience, and you talk about debunking myths and kind of maybe eliminating that anxiety. What kinds of responses do you get from the kids, you know, 4th through 9th grade, once they do that and they go through that tour?
Yeah, what's really fun because it's hands-on. So when you think of cancer treatment, I think everyone is like, ooh, no, don't really want to talk about it or see it. But the hospital does a great job letting the kids really get in and touch the different equipment and get interactive. They get to like feel like what a PICC line feels like, and they get to just touch the things that normally would be taboo or off limits for their touching.
Wow.
So what age groups are we looking at for this camp? Is it young to teenager?
Yeah, it's kids going into grades 4 through 9.
Perfect, okay.
And it's really for kids impacted by cancer, and that could look kind of a variety of ways, whether they have a parent or a grandparent or just a family friend who is currently in treatment or in the past few years went through treatment.
Okay.
And then it's also open for kids who have lost someone due to cancer.
Okay, wow, that's tough. I mean, and it's important. I mean, kind of elaborate on the importance of, you know, pulling these kids together who have a really, while their experiences may be very different, they do have this shared experience, and what that really does for them after this week away.
Yeah, cancer can be really isolating, and kids are often the only one in their school who maybe has a parent or a grandparent going through cancer. So by bringing them together, I think they really realize they're not alone in this experience. Other kids have gone through this too. And even while it sucks and it's really hard, they can also still have fun at the same time. So I think it really teaches them that they can live life and deal with the hard things while also having joy. Exactly.
Yeah, and one thing to note is that this camp is free to kids who are being impacted by cancer, and I think that's very important to know because a lot of these programs that you have at Cancer Support Community at Gilda's Club, they are entirely free. So I mean, donations help fund these camps and all of these programs that you offer for really everyone in the community being impacted.
Absolutely, yeah. This program is funded by the Mercy One Genesis Foundation. So they very generously provide this every year for kids to go to camp for free.
Yeah, it is really nice to kind of eliminate that cost for families and just have them focus on, this is something really great I want to do, you know, with my kid. I mean, I think that's huge. Very cool. Okay, so as far as, you know, people are watching this right now and they're like, wow, there's a kid in my life that would benefit so much from a week away at this camp. How do they go about registering or getting more information?
They can go to our website, csciowaillinois.org/camp, and that has the link to the application. It's a very simple process. And if families are thinking, well, maybe that could be a spot for another kid who deserves it more, I just encourage any family to apply because we often have availability and we would love to fill it with all the campers.
I'm glad you said that. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Nora. We really appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for watching QCL today.
Yeah, your news at 4 and an update on your First Alert weather coming up next. Have a great evening.